Hey everybody, Life from the Bridge 2025, Monday afternoon, down at the boat, gonna try and get this impeller out. Didn't bring any camera equipment, so this is gonna be a little tough for me to show it to you. And you're gonna have to excuse my partial nakedness, toplessness, whatever you wanna call it, because I'm trying to stay cool and I didn't want to get my shirt dirty, because I wore a decent shirt because I wasn't thinking. So, I went to Cummins this morning and talked to them about a special tool for this impeller. And of course they don't carry the special tools, but he told me the brand of the pump and took it to the site that makes the pump. They showed a tool, but they also gave a specification, which is a 3/4 inch NFT thread, which is a National Fine Thread bolt. So I went over to the nut house and bought a 3/4 inch National Fine Thread 5-inch bolt. The fun thing about that, excuse me, like I say, no equipment. The fun thing about that purchase was that the bolt was $3. The minimum purchase is $5. And then I hand him cash and he goes, "We only take card." Yay again. These people are ridiculous. So I paid $5 for a damn bolt. But currently, if I can get a shot here, I'm trying. That, I believe you can see it. I'll put my hand on it so I know where I'm focusing. There it is. So there's the bolt going into the impeller, and if I turn it, the impeller has actually started to come out. So I lubricated the impeller. It is not a spline, it's a keyway. I really don't know if I'm gonna get any shots of this, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop this portion of the video. I'm gonna try and set the camera up on top where I think it'll shoot it, and I'll film a little bit, and then I'll see if it catches it, and then we'll go from there. So bear with me. Like I say, unprepared. I had 10 other things going on this morning when I left the house, and I just wasn't even thinking about it. So bear with me. We'll see what we can show you, and we'll go from there. So appreciate you. Talk to you soon. So as you can see, I'm using a adjustable wrench, because there again, didn't bring my wrenches, unprepared. But then again, I didn't know I was going to be buying a 3/4 inch bolt today either, so I really didn't know what I was going to need. But as you can see, hopefully, is as I'm turning this nut, or this bolt, it is pulling the impeller out, which is a wonderful thing, because that's what we wanted it to do. Now we have to be careful as we get this out, because there is a key. I want to make sure I try and get that key so that it doesn't drop into the pump as we pull it out. It's gotten easier, which is nice. And we're kind of going to hold our breath as we do this, because I have not taken some of the things that probably would have made it easier out the way. But we'll see what happens. You heard that. So I'm hoping that didn't go anywhere. And there's the key. So, the impeller's out. It looks in pretty good shape. I just didn't want to chance it. And so, there's the key. New impeller comes with a new key. New impeller's not threaded. I don't like that. But I did buy some anti-seize that I'm going to put on the shaft to hopefully keep it from being hard to take out when I have to take it out and change it. And hopefully I don't have to do that, but you never say never, and you always try and be prepared. So I'll get back to you in a little bit when I get this other one ready to go in, and we'll see how that process goes. Thanks, folks. All right, folks, so what we're doing here is we're using this hopefully to help compress the spines on the impeller to help us get it into the housing. We'll see how that goes, because I'm gonna grease it up with some Quicksilver marine grease here, and then, like I say, I'm gonna use some. Can't find any anti-seize anywhere around here other than this little package, which I'm just gonna put some inside the where the shaft goes right here, and hopefully that'll keep it from being so difficult to get out next time around. I'll do what I can for shooting this video as far as the install goes, and we'll see how it goes. All right, thanks, folks. All right, so we got it lubed up. I'll try and line it up with the keyway as much as I can because I can't see. Uncomfortable, yes. Unbearable, no. And so y'all just bear with me as I try and line this stuff up. I got to get these splines laid over more than they are. If possible. Try and line that in there. Kind of the wrong way for what I'm trying to do. Don't know if I can get them turned back or not. They say it doesn't matter how you turn them when you put it in, but in a way it kind of does. So, there again, kind of gonna learn as you go. Ha ha ha, see? Well, unfortunately, I am way off on my keyway. Shouldn't be far. We're going to have to push this down a little further. Try and get in there better. So I'm gonna take a pause here, folks. Just aggravation doesn't kick in, and maybe I can get an eyeball on things. So give me a minute. All right, folks. So as you can see, it's in there. Overall, it wasn't too bad. I had to pull the key off, put it with the get the impeller sliding onto the shaft, and then line up the keyway after that. And then at the very end, on the inside, I can show you better over here. You'll see the metal where the keyway goes. Oh my goodness, that is terrible. I am so sorry for the focus issues. Let's see if I can get that better. You can see the metal where the keyway is right there. So what I did was found a socket that is the size of that external metal, but wide enough to go around the internal shaft. And then I had to just kind of tap it in a little bit more. So now, all we got to do is put the new gasket in, which is just an O-ring. Give me a second there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run a little bit of not silicone, but a little bit of grease around the outer edge there, just to give me a way of holding it in, and set it in that little groove right there. Get that junk out the way. Now, on this side right here, you can see it. I don't know if you can see, but it gets very narrow. And so I know that there's a spot on the cover. Basically, it just, from the where it shows you. And so I'm just going to make sure that that is how the cover goes back on, so that everything lines up. And we're going to get this plate back on, and we're going to run this engine, and we're going to see how we did. And fingers crossed, we've done okay. We still up against that impeller just a little bit. Hopefully this will kind of push it on up in there a little bit better. I don't want to put any stress on it, because I don't want anything to break apart and go into my I can't even think of what I'm trying to say, folks. Anyway, it's a cooler. I just can't think of the daggone name of it. So anyway, we're gonna button this up. I'm gonna fire up the engine. We're gonna see if we got any leaks. We're gonna let it run up to temp, and we're gonna go from there. Okay, hey folks, as you can hear, and maybe even see a little bit down here is the exhaust. We have a successful running engine. She's been running about 10 minutes or so now. She's staying cool, the impeller cover's cool. Everything's looking good. I believe we have a successful impeller change on our Cummins engine. So, yay for us. I'm going to change out a little bit of cabinet hardware while I'm here today. Some of the push knobs, lock knobs aren't doing what they should do, and some of the aftermarket hardware that I got just doesn't seem to be cutting it. So I found the original invoice for original OE parts and ordered some of them, and we're going to try those out and see how that works out. So just a little bit more to do down here, and then I'm going to call it a day and head back up to the house to see my beautiful wife, who always was down here with me. It's a gorgeous day. Neighbor Rich just took off. He's out on a solo sail, enjoying this weather. Got a nice little breeze, not as much as Saturday, but he's doing okay. So, folks, I'll talk to you in a little while. I appreciate all your support. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it was a little informative. And hopefully we don't have to do that anytime soon. Talk to you soon. All right, I'm buttoning it up and heading out for the day. I wanted y'all to see, though, they have installed a new pedestal. So we are now plugged up to the back side of the boat, as opposed to being all the way down at the end of the dock. It's been a good day. I've accomplished a lot. I feel good about it. And I hope y'all have a great rest of your Monday. We'll be putting this out on Sunday, as usual. But y'all just enjoy your week. We'll talk to you soon.